How to break bad habits and change your life forever. Hey friends, have you ever tried to break a bad habit but felt like it was impossible? You start strong, but after a few days or weeks, you go back to your old ways. Sounds familiar? The truth is, breaking bad habits isn't about willpower. It's about understanding how habits work and using the right strategies to replace them with better ones. Today, I'll share 13 powerful techniques that will help you eliminate bad habits, build positive ones, and transform your life. And at the end, I'll tell you a real-life story that will change the way you see your health and time forever. Let's get started. Why is it so hard to break bad habits? Our brain loves patterns. The more we repeat an action, the deeper it gets wired into our subconscious. That's why bad habits feel automatic. They're built into your daily routine. But here's the secret. Any habit can be rewired. Now, let's dive into the 13 best strategies to help you do it. 13 powerful techniques to break bad habits. 1. Identify triggers. Any habit consists of a trigger signal, an action, and a reward. For example, if you constantly check your phone before going to bed, the trigger could be boredom or a desire to relax. The task is to understand what triggers your habit. Practice. The next time you want to do something harmful, stop and ask, how do I feel now? Why am I doing this? What happened before this? This will help you realize the real reason for the habit. 2. Instead of a bad habit, a good one. Our brain does not like emptiness. If you just try to stop doing something, the brain will start to resist. But if you replace the habit with another, the process will be much easier. Example: if you are used to snacking on fast food, replace it with nuts or fruit. Instead of social networks before bed, read a book or listen to audio stories. The main rule is that a new habit should bring a similar reward. 3. Make the bad habit harder. The harder it is to do a bad habit, the less likely you are to do it. Example: if you're constantly on social media, delete the app from your phone or log out of your account. If you eat a lot of sweets, don't keep them at home. If you want to stop procrastinating, work in a place where there are no distractions. 4. Use the 1% for the better method. Big changes happen gradually. Don't try to completely change your life right away. Start with small steps. Example: want to exercise? Start with 5 minutes a day. Want to use your phone less? Reduce your time by 10 minutes every day. Want to eat healthier? Replace one harmful product with a healthy one. This works because small changes don't scare the brain. 5. Don't beat yourself up for setbacks. We're all human. If you have a setback, don't stop. The main thing is not to let one incident ruin your progress. Example: I ate a cake, so the whole diet is gone. I'm quitting. I ate a cake, but then I'm going back to healthy eating. Habits are formed in the process, not in one moment. The main thing is to keep moving forward. 6. Use the "don't break the chain" rule. There's a cool technique that comedian Jerry Seinfeld used. He told himself, "I have to write a joke every day." Every time he did it, he put an X on the calendar. How to use it? If you want to move more, mark every day when you did at least 5 minutes of exercise. If you want to drink more water, put a plus sign on the calendar. If you're working on a new habit, the main thing is not to break the chain. The longer the chain, the harder it is to break it. 7. Use the power of the environment. Your habits depend on the environment you live in. If you want to change, make the right choice the easiest. Examples: if you want to read more, put a book next to your bed. If you want to eat less sweets, don't buy them at all. If you want to start running, put your sneakers by the door. Make good habits convenient and bad ones difficult. 8. Add social control. The brain hates feeling like a failure in front of other people, so announce your goal publicly or find a change partner. What you can do: write on social networks. I'm starting to run for 30 days. Who's with me? Promise a friend. If I fail, I'll give you 500 or another painful amount. Find someone who also wants to change and support each other. If someone controls you, the probability of success increases by 2 to 3 times. 9. Use the 2-minute rule. We often put off good habits because they seem too difficult. But there's a trick. Start with 2 minutes. How does it work? Instead of, I'm going to start running 5 kilometers, tell yourself, I'll just put on my sneakers and go outside. Instead of, I will read for 30 minutes every day. I will just open a book and read 1 sentence. Instead of, I will do 50 push-ups, I will do 1 push-up. Why does this work? Because the hardest part is getting started, and once you've started, your brain switches on and wants to continue. 10. Reward yourself for progress. We love getting rewards, so create a reward system for yourself. Examples: 7 days without social media in the morning, buy yourself a cool book, a month without sweets, allow yourself your favorite food but healthy, 30 days of running, give a gift, new sneakers. The main thing is to choose useful rewards that won't destroy your new habit. 11th. Use the point of no return effect. This is when you create a situation where you simply cannot give up a new habit. Examples: sign up for a gym and pay for a year in advance. Buy an expensive book or course that will force you to study. Promise your friends that you will do something, or give them money that you will get back only if you keep your promise. When there is a responsibility or financial risk, the brain starts to work differently. 12. Replace I must with I choose. When we say I must quit smoking, the brain perceives this as pressure and begins to resist. But if we replace it with I choose to be healthy, the feeling is completely different. Instead of I must run, I choose to have energy for the whole day. I must eat healthy food. I choose to live longer and better. Reframe your thinking and changes will come easier. 13. Visualizing a new self. Our brain does not distinguish between reality and imagination. Therefore, if you start imagining yourself as a new person, it will help your brain believe that changes are possible. Practice. Every morning, imagine yourself waking up with energy, working productively, having a strong body, confidence, and peace. Feel it on an emotional level. Imagine if you no longer had bad habits. What would your life look like? The stronger you feel it, the more your brain will start looking for ways to make it a reality. A story that will change your attitude towards life. This story is real, and it has made thousands of people rethink their lives. I thought I still had time. Imagine, you are 24 years old. Life is just beginning. You have dreams, plans, friends, parties. You think you still have time for everything. Sports, health, family. Nicholas Levin thought so too. A young guy from Sweden who loved speed. He loved cars, often drove with his friends on the highways, without thinking about the consequences. One day he got behind the wheel of his BMW and accelerated to 200 kilometers per hour. It was exciting. Adrenaline, speed, wind in his ears. He thought he had the situation under control, but in a second everything changed. The wheel hit a pothole, the car skidded, the car went off the road and flipped 6 times. You won't be able to walk again. Nicholas woke up in the hospital. He felt like he couldn't move his legs. The doctors said, "Your spine is broken. You'll never be able to walk again." For the 24-year-old, it was like a sentence. In an instant, his life changed forever. Depression, despair, the desire to just give up. I won't accept this sentence. But at some point, Nicholas realized he had two choices: stay in bed, feel sorry for himself, and wait for life to pass him by, or fight, even if everyone says it's impossible. He chose to fight. He trained every day, even when it hurt, even when nothing worked. He didn't listen to the doctors who said, "You'll never be able to walk." He believed in himself. A month later, he was already sitting. After 6 months, he was standing with support. And 2 years after the accident, Nicholas took his first independent step. What did he understand? Today, Nicholas walks, does sports, and motivates thousands of people. And the most important thing he understood: life is not later. Life is now. Health is the greatest value, and you don't understand it until you lose it. We think we have time, but at any moment, everything can change. The time to act is now. Friend, if you are reading this now, you are alive. You can walk, run, breathe, laugh, change your life. Don't wait for something bad to make you realize it. Value your health today. Live every day as if it were your last, and do what really matters. Write in the comments, what will you do today to change your life? Life is short. Start living truly now.